Hey, what's going on, guys? Vinny Costa, editor of Street Muscle Magazine. Today, I'm at Orange County Hot Rods in Corona, California. We're working on this 67 C-10 that Aaron and Kevin built for POL. It's got an LS under the hood, and we're installing Edelbrock's Pro-Flo 4 fuel injection system. More and more, we're seeing people get away from carburetor fuel delivery systems and switch to EFI. But how do you know which system's right for you? We just installed Edelbrock's new Pro-Flo 4 fuel injection system on our 67 C-10. I'm going to talk a little bit about the install and why we went with this system. The first thing I noticed when we took everything out of the box was the really cool black finish that was on there. It was pretty striking. The other thing was it came pre-assembled. So you had your throttle body already on there, the fuel rails with the crossover. Basically, it was ready to bolt in. As somebody who turns wrenches in my garage frequently, that takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. You don't have to figure out which fuel rail works with which intake manifold. You don't have to figure out which throttle body is going to work with this setup. You don't have to figure out which injectors you're going to have to use. Edelbrock figures all that out for you. I was pleased to see that Edelbrock included a premium quality injector with this kit. At this price point, I wasn't sure what we were going to get when I opened the box, but they came with a Magneti Marelli high impedance injector. Depending on how much power your application puts out, you can order this setup with 29, 34, 42, or 60 pound-an-hour injectors. The next thing we took a look at was the harness. It's made right here in the US of high-quality parts. Everything was clearly marked, so installation was a breeze. The Ecu Box is also a really nice piece of hardware. It's housed in a fully potted, low-profile plastic enclosure, and it uses the latest CPU and microcontroller components for faster processing speeds. It's small, so it fits just about anywhere. And best of all, it's water resistant. The Orange County Hot Rods guys, they like to keep it clean, so we mounted it under the dash on the firewall. The truck we're working on has one of the most popular engine swaps used today. It's a 5.3 liter LS engine with a few bolt-on modifications. This truck already had a high-pressure fuel system installed, but if your vehicle doesn't have a high-pressure fuel system, you'll need to upgrade with either a surge tank, inline pump, or aftermarket fuel tank designed for EFI. So as you can see, everything bolted up exactly as it should. Nothing needed to be cut or modified. Edelbrock includes a tablet with their Pro-Flo 4 system. We opened up the setup wizard and input all the correct engine specs into the software. It was a breeze. The interface was user-friendly and there was no guesswork involved. Now, overall, the install went smoothly, and it took about 8 hours from start to finish. I have to say, it was a much easier install than I had expected. Now that we have everything installed and it's ready to go, let's take this thing for a spin and see how it runs with the Pro-Flo 4 installed. Yeah, so just off throttle, I mean, you guys can hear it right now. Rolls on really easily, and I mean, the power's there. That's starting at about, I don't know, 1,200 RPM and just rolling onto it. The tip-in feels fantastic. In the past, a lot of people would knock on fuel injection for having a delayed throttle response, but that's not what I'm getting right now at all. I mean, if that doesn't tell you, I don't know what does. Another great feature of the system is the self-learning aspect. I mean, the more and more you drive this thing, it's going to get better and better. We just installed this and it's already running great. But let's say you wanted to go on a road trip and, maybe you're, I don't know, a Bronco fan, and you want to go to Mile High Stadium. In a carbureted car, you might be messing around with your jets, trying to fine-tune this thing. Not with this system. It learns on its own. It's always adjusting. If it's hot, if it's cold, it's going to know where it needs to be and what range it needs to operate in. For whatever vehicle you have the Pro-Flo installed on, it's only going to get better.